In 1962, a man walked out of Alcatraz, through a hole in his cell wall, across a freezing bay, and into freedom. And he wasn't alone. The government still doesn't know how he did it. Stay until number 1, because it's the one that will actually make you question reality. Number 10. The Great Escape. The tunnel that fooled the Nazis. Coming in at number 10. The most famous prison break of all time. In 1944, Allied POWs in Stalag Luft III dug a 102-meter tunnel named Harry, using nothing but stolen tools. A stolen piano, and a ventilation system made from stolen Red Cross cans. The escape involved 600 prisoners, but only 76 made it out. 3 were recaptured and executed on Hitler's orders. The tunnel was so well hidden that the Nazis never found it, even after the war. But that's nothing compared to what's coming next. Number 9. Joey the Jet's Midnight Run. At number 9, we have the fastest prison escape in history. In 2003, convicted armed robber Joey Camasta tunneled out of a Florida jail in just 15 minutes. Using a spoon he'd sharpened into a shovel, he crawled through a 10-foot tunnel, popped up in a neighbor's yard, and vanished into the night. Police found his empty cell with a note that read, "I'll be back." And number 8 might actually be worse. Number 8. The Ghost of Dannemora. The escape that broke a town. Coming in at number 8. The 2015 Clinton Correctional Facility break that stunned America. 2 convicted murderers, Richard Matt and David Sweat, vanished after sawing through pipes, crawling through a maze of tunnels, and emerging in the prison's underground steam pipes. The manhunt involved 1,400 officers, drones, and even a $100,000 reward. But the men evaded capture for 3 weeks. 1 was shot dead. The other was recaptured after a tip led police to a hidden bunker. But that's nothing compared to what's coming up next. Number 7. The Invisible Prisoner. How a man vanished from a maximum security cell. At number 7. The most baffling escape of the 21st century. In 2017, convicted drug lord Pablo Escobar's nephew, Nicolas Escobar, disappeared from a high-security prison in Colombia, without a single guard noticing. Security footage showed him walking calmly out of the facility, but no one could explain how. Authorities later discovered he'd bribed guards for months, using a fake ID to slip past checkpoints. The kicker? He was recaptured in 2021, still wearing the same clothes he escaped in. And number 6 might actually be worse. Number 6. The Subway Heist. Escaping through a sewer pipe. Coming in at number 6. The escape that turned a prison into a revolving door. In 2010, convicted drug trafficker Joaquin Archivaldo Guzman Lara, better known as El Chapo, slipped out of a maximum security prison in Mexico through a mile-long tunnel complete with ventilation, lighting, and a modified motorcycle on rails. The tunnel led to a nearby house's shower. The kicker? He used it to escape twice. Once in 2001 and again in 2015. You're already halfway through. If this list is blowing your mind, hit subscribe so you never miss a video. You're already halfway through. If this list is blowing your mind, hit subscribe so you never miss a video. Number 5. The Great Train Robberies Prison Break. At number 5. The escape that inspired Hollywood. In 1963, the infamous Great Train Robbers, who stole £2.6 million from a Royal Mail train, were transferred to a high-security prison. Within months, they dug a tunnel so precise it emerged in a nearby field. The mastermind, Ronnie Biggs, later fled to Australia and Brazil, living as a fugitive for decades. He even recorded a song about his life in exile. But that's nothing compared to what's coming up next. Number 4. The Naked Man. Escaping through a hole in the wall. Coming in at number 4. The escape so absurd it sounds like a movie plot. In 2009, convicted murderer Daniel Sickles tunneled through a prison wall using nothing but a stolen spoon and a stolen Bible. He crawled through a 15-foot tunnel, popped out in a neighbor's yard, and was found naked and freezing, just 100 yards from his cell. The kicker? He'd been planning the escape for years, hiding tools in his mattress. And number 3 might actually be worse. Number 3. The Alcatraz myth, the only man to ever escape the rock. At number 3. The escape that broke the FBI's confidence. In 1962, Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers vanished from Alcatraz after digging through ventilation shafts, inflating a raft made from raincoats, and paddling into the frigid San Francisco Bay. The FBI declared them dead. But in 2013, the History Channel found a photo of the men in South America, alive and well. The kicker? The FBI still won't confirm if they made it. But that's nothing compared to what's coming up next. Number 2. The helicopter heist. The day prisoners took to the skies. Coming in at number 2. The escape so bold it looked like a Hollywood stunt. In 1986, convicted murderer Pascal Payet hijacked a helicopter mid-flight and landed it in a prison courtyard in France. He picked up 2 accomplices, flew them to freedom, and vanished into the night. Payet was recaptured months later, but he pulled off the same stunt again in 2001 and 2003. The kicker? He did it all while serving a life sentence. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for. Number 1. Number 1. The impossible escape. The man who walked out of a supermax prison. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for. Number 1. In 2001, convicted serial killer Richard Lee McNair vanished from a North Dakota supermax prison after sawing through a vent, crawling through a 30-foot tunnel, and emerging in a nearby field. The kicker? He did it while wearing an electronic monitoring bracelet, which he'd somehow removed without triggering alarms. Authorities later found his empty cell with a note, "You'll never catch me." McNair evaded capture for *13 years before finally being recaptured in 2014. He's still free today. Comment below which one got to you the most. Subscribe if you want more. Next time, we're looking at the darkest heists in history that even the FBI can't explain.